I'm a big outdoorsy person and I love being in the outdoors, but when it's right around your living space, you need to have something that feels a little bit more manicured. My backyard right now is so frustrating. It's just very unkept and dirty and unorganized, and it's hard to come home and relax when you feel like you have all that ahead of you to do. It's really, really excited to make it look a little different than it is. Yeah, there's tons of potential, so. With Belgard, it was more about texture for me. We have a lot of elements in the yard as it was, and we needed to tie them all in together. We've got concrete, we've got coping around the pool, and with the pavers, it really made it easy to do.
One of the best things about paving stones, especially the Belgard pavers, strength and beauty. Their colors, the variegation, so much to choose from. There's really limitless styles that you can do if you start shifting with textures, sizes, patterns, colors, and with the paving stones, the way they're installed, strength. This isn't going anywhere. It'll last as long as the house does, if not longer.
He was already thinking about, textures and sizes and all of the elements we needed to tie in together. And I think for us, we didn't have a lot of knowledge about that. All those choices were things that my contractor clearly explained to me.
So when we started this project, we started at the front in the driveway, the entrance, what you're going to see when you come up. They already had an existing concrete driveway, but what we did is we put a nice paver skirt around it, which kind of forms as an entrance and a walkway. That ties into the walkway that we built coming up into the backyard, which exposes the beautiful setting here. Around the fire pit, we built the skirt out before the concrete was poured. That way they could pour right up to it, which worked out really well. We did the same thing with the walls we built. So they were kind of set for forms for the concrete. From there, we just kind of worked from one end to the other as we went. We get rid of the top layer of expansive soils. We put in geotextile fabric that keeps the soils from penetrating into our clean base that we put down. Bedding sand, put stones on top, and then put the sand in the joints, either the polymeric sand or mesh 30 sand, and seal it, whatever the project specs for. And then one of my favorite things about it is one of the most simple things on this whole project. We ended up bordering the existing concrete patio with paving stones that tied the whole thing together.
I look out at my yard now and I'm really relaxed about it. I guess appreciate, the little things, decisions that had to be made along the way. Colors and textures and finishes and feels, and the paver patios turned out beautifully, and it's not slippery at all, which we get a little bit with the concrete. So for us, that part was nice. And I think the texture, it's rustic and there's, animals and rocks and, we're down to, nature all around us. And to me, the pavers feel like that. It's a very natural feel, and it just blends in to the property, and I think actually even accentuates its beauty.